the time. He says it can't last much longer, about 2 years or so. But it's living. I'll give it Teddy. Oh, come in.
Good afternoon, Mr. Brewster.
How are you, Mr. Klein?
Very well, Mrs. Brewster.
Gentlemen, what news have you brought me?
Colonel, we have nothing to report to you.
Splendid, Atkins.
You both know Dr. Harper.
Sure. Hello, Dr. Papa.
Did you guys come for the Christmas fun?
Yes, we come for toys for Christmas fun.
How's Mrs. Green? She's better now. She has pneumonia.
I'm sorry to hear that. George!
But I will see you later, Dr. Harper.
Yes, that's getting along soon. We're like at a half.
And before you go, Dr. Hopper, give a lot to Elaine, and don't think harshly, Warmer. Someone's got to be tuck-rooted.
Isn't it late to have tea?
Yes, and dinner's going to be late, too.
So, why?
Teddy, you're going to have to take another walk from the canal.
Oh, bully, bully. I'll prepare at once for the journey. George!
Out?
Yes, I didn't know when you'd be back, and Dr. Hopper was coming.
But all by yourself?
I know I'm just fine.
So,
Check in the window seat.
Oh, Dr. Olsen.
Hello.
Hello, Miss Abby. Hello, Miss Martha. I thought Father was here.
well, didn't you just meet him?
No, I took the shortcut from the cemetery. Has Mortimer come yet?
No, dear.
Oh, really? Well, he asked me to meet him here. Do you mind if I wait?
No,
No,
sit.
Well, I really must speak to Mortimer about doing this to you.
Doing what?
Well, whenever a gentleman wishes to take out a young lady, he always reaches for her at her house.
There's something about calling for a girl at her parsonage that discourages any man who doesn't embroider.
Well, we really must talk to him about it, because he's done it too often.
Please don't. After a young lady's idea of nightlife was taking me to a prayer meeting, it's so wonderful to go to the theater almost every night of my life.
It's exciting for us too, dear, because if Mortimer has to see some of those plays, he has to. At least he's staying next to a minister's daughter.
Oh, dear. What much you think of us? Not having tea clear living.
Oh, yes. Abby, don't mess with anything in the kitchen until Mortimer comes in, and I'll help you.
Yeah.
Mortimer should be here any minute, yeah.
Oh, that's fine. Father must have been surprised not to find me at home. Well, I better be running along. If Mortimer comes, you tell him I'll be right back. Oh, hello, Mortimer.
Oh, hello, Elaine. Oh, Aunt Martha.
Abby, Mortimer's here.
Where are you going, somewhere?
Oh, I was just going to tell Father good night.
Oh, I know that's still being done, even in Brooklyn.
Oh, Monica! I didn't know you were here. How are you doing?
Oh, Aunt Abby, I'm doing well.
You look nice.
Oh, so do you. You haven't changed much since yesterday.
It was yesterday, wasn't it? We're seeing an awful lot of you lately. Do sit down. You too, Elaine.
Abby, don't we have something to do in the kitchen?
Huh?
You know, the tea things.
Oh, the tea thing. Well, you just sit down and be comfortable and...
Just make yourselves at home.
Well, can't you take a hint?
No. It's a bit obvious. Rather a lack of inventiveness, I should say.
I understand exactly what you would say.
Where do you want to go for dinner?
Oh, I don't care. I'm not very hungry.
Well, supposing you wait until after the show.
That would make it pretty late, wouldn't it?
Not with the little stinker we're seeing tonight. From what I've heard, we'll be at Blake's by 10 o'clock.
You want to be fair to these plays.
Are these plays fair to me?
I've never seen you walk out on a musical.
That musical isn't opening tonight, dear.
It isn't?
Listen, darling, you'll have to learn the rules. You see, with the musical, there are 4 changes of title and 3 postponements. If you like the New Haven, but it needs a lot of work.
Oh, I was hoping it would be a musical.
You have such a light mind.
Not a bit. Musicals somehow have a humanizing effect on you. After a serious play, you rejoin the proletariat on the subway and you give a lecture on the drama. But after a musical, you take me home in a taxi and you make a few passes.
Oh, well. Now, darling, that is a highly inaccurate piece of reporting.
Oh, I will admit that after that Lord Behrman play, you told me I had authentic beauty. That's a hell of a thing to say to a girl. That wasn't until after our first musical that you told me I had nice legs. And I have, too.
Well, you know, for a minister's daughter, you sure know a lot about life. Where?
In the choir loft.
I'll explain that to you sometime, darling. The close connection between eroticism and...
Oh, what was it?
Mary, oh, what?
Aunt Abby, oh, yes, right.
She must be so excited.
Yes, so excited. look at her leaping over those gravestones. Say, what is that?
What's what, yeah?
See on that statue right there? Why, that's a Hurindian Mortimer.
No, darling, that's Emily Stout, a Sunning Tavern.
No, on the left of Mrs. Stout's left ear. Why, that's a red-crested swallow.
I do not know how you can be talking about birds in this kind of situation. I mean, with the land engagement.
Abby, would you like to hear the play?
Oh, yes. What's the name of it?
Oh, it's Murder Will Out.
Oh, dear.
Yes. Well, why, in this play, the first thing you see when the curtain goes up will be a dead body. Oh. No, why, a dead body. Abby? And what do you think they use to tie him up and gag him with?
What?
The curtain.
Well, why not? A good idea, very convenient.
Yes, Doctor. Convenient, but a bit too convenient, wouldn't you say? When are the playwrights going to use some creativity? I mean, the curtain cord.
He didn't seem to get it.
See him, he had his back turned to him the entire time. Now this man, who's supposed to be bright, who's supposed to be acting intelligently, is making a complete ass of himself on stage, waiting to be tied up and gagged. What? No, Jonathan!
You're right about that, fellow.
No.
Now then, Mortimer, we'll finish the story. Mortimer, I've been away for 20 years, and never once, my dear brother, had you left my mind. In Melbourne, I dreamed of you. Then, when I landed in San Francisco, I felt a strange satisfaction. I was in the same country with you. Now then, Doctor, we go to work.
Shoni, please, for me, it's a quick way.
Oh, but Doctor, this really must be an artistic achievement.
Shoni,
Doctor?
all right. Let's get it over with.
I'll show you. I'll prove it to you. Just come with me.
Wait a minute.
13 bodies, I'll show you where they're buried.
Oh, yeah?
You don't want to see what's down in the cellar?
Going down the cellar with me, eh?
I'm not sure I want to go down in the cellar with that guy. Look at that place. He looks like Boris Karloff. Hey, what are you doing?
We kind of think he's wanted somewhere.
We kind of think he's wanted somewhere. If you guys don't want the circulars we hang up in the station, at least you could read your detectives. Certainly he's wanted in Indiana. Escaped from the prison for a criminal thing. He's alive, for God's sake. That's how he was described. He looked like Karloff.
Is there a report mentioned?
Yeah, I'm claiming it.
He's trying to get us down in the cellar.
Said there are 13 bodies buried down there.
13 bodies buried in the cellar? And that didn't tip you off. You came out of a nut house.
I thought all along you thought kind of crazy.
Oh, look, it's Shakespeare. Where have you been all night? And you needn't bother tell me.
I've been right here, ma'am. I'm going to tell you one of your visitors.
Yeah? You're gonna have plenty of time to write that play. You're suspended. Now get back and report in.
I come back sometime and use the station typewriter?
No, get out of here. Take that guy somewhere else and break him too. See if you can find out about his compass.
Who?
The guy that helped him escape, he's wanted too. No wonder Brooklyn's in the shape it's in with a police force full of flatheads like you, falling for all kinds of stories like 13 bodies buried in the cellar.
But there are 13 bodies buried in the cellar.
Who are you?
I'm President Roosevelt.
He's the fellow that blew the bugle.
Good morning, Colonel.
Well, Colonel, you've blown your last bugle.
My. Another yellow fever victim.
What?
All the bodies buried in the cellar are yellow fever victims.
No, Colonel, this is the spy we caught in the White House.
Will you get that guy out of here?
But if there's any questioning of spies, that's my department.
Hey, you keep out of it.
No, may I remind you as President of the United States, I have also headed the Secret Service. Now you come back here with that spy. Serious.
No, Captain, well. I'm Mortimer Brewster. Oh, well, I wonder who that could be. Now, oh, Elaine.
Hello, Mortimer.
Hello, dear.
This is Mr. Witherspoon. He's the superintendent of Happydale. He's come to speak with Teddy.
Superintendent, oh, well, yes. Come right in. This is Captain,
Lieutenant.
yes.
I'm glad you're here, Super, because you're taking him back with you today.
Today?
Not today.
Elaine, as you can see, there's a lot of business to attend to. Now, please just go sit over there and I will talk to you later.
To the left.
Why did you want me to stay?
I wanted to talk to you, but we should wait until Jonathan leaves.
Oh, yes, well, that is a fine idea.
Lucky the wagon. My car's out front. Come on.
You leaving, Jonathan?
Yes. And what are you and Aunt Martha going to do?
We're going to Happydale Sanitarium.
Then this house is seeing the last of the Brewsters?
Well, Mortimer might want to move in after he gets married.
Oh, well, that's highly indefinite.
Oh, it's official.
I have a suggestion to make. Why not turn this property over to the church?
This is a great idea. I never thought of that one.
After all, it should be a part of the cemetery.
All right, get going. I'm a busy woman.
Well, goodbye, aunties.
Goodbye.
I can't better my score, but neither can you. At least I have that satisfaction. Score stands even. 12 to 12.
Well, Jonathan always wanted to be one better than we were.
I wish we had taught him something. Oh! Weren't you two leaving? Because we were going to do buses.
Yes, well, you did want to talk to me about something, Aunt Abby, but...
Oh, yes. Does your family live with you at Happydale Sanitarium?
I don't have a family.
Really? Well, you must think the people there are like your family.
Well, I don't think you fully understand. As head of the institution, I have to keep quite aloof.
That must be very lonely.
It does.
Why don't
My
you-
duty is my duty.
Would you like a glass of elderberry wine? Oh, it's opened. Yes, we make it ourselves.
Why, yes. At Happydale, our relationship will be more formal, but you don't seem to know very wine nowadays.
Oh, no.
I thought I'd have my last glass of it.
No, we have plenty. Do pour some, Martha.